Agree and develop styles of board evaluation. There is only one thing worse than not doing a board evaluation. That's doing the same thing year after year after year. It's so boring. How many times, I don't know whether you've come across this, but I come across it, where the same questions every year and the board member ticks the box, oh, it's that time of year again, tick, 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 yeah, 5, 5, 5, we're brilliant, cool, okay, can't wait to do the next one. So when you're looking at board evaluations, what would it be like if you function from the space, every year we're going to do something different? What would that look like? How might we do it? Terry suggested a fabulous idea to start off your board evaluation just by asking what are the 3 things that I as a board director are agreeing that I will do in the next 12 months that are based around our vision and our strategic plan. That's one style. Cool, so maybe we do that every 2 or 3 years. And maybe we also then have a series of questions in the second year that ask, here's our board charter, here's what it says we should be doing. Board member, how well do you think we're doing? Now, the key thing behind that is please don't just ask rating. What I'm after is, and what are the recommended remedial actions that you think we should be doing as well? No good just saying, am I doing well or not well? What else could we be doing? So please have that sort of last column that says, and what can we be doing about it? What else can we be doing? The third type is where we're actually saying, so as a board, how well do I as a board member think I'm doing? How well do I think the board is doing? And how well do I think my fellow directors are doing? So that's a limited 360 degrees. So I'm actually and the key behind that is when you ask your directors, how well do you think other board members are doing, it's not about whether they're good or bad. What insights do I have that if the other board member chose to take note would actually assist them in their role as a director? That's a great way of phrasing it. What insights do I have that if they chose to take note might assist them in their role as a director? The next type is where you actually do more of a 360 degree where you say, okay, so how well do I as a director think the board's doing? How well do I think I'm doing? How well do I think my fellow directors are doing? And then you ask key stakeholders. Key stakeholder, which includes staff, some staff, not all staff, but some staff, those who should have a point of view, staff, funding agency, fellow CEOs in like organisations, whoever else you regard as key, maybe a couple of key opinion leaders in your community. We've had people go and ask the mayor because it was really important to get that point of view. How well, this is now called a stakeholder evaluation of the board. And what's really interesting is that you ask stakeholders, from your point of view, stakeholder, how strategic do you think this board is? From your point of view, stakeholder, how well does this board manage risk? From your view, stakeholder, how well does this board engage stakeholders? And what's really interesting is this part has the most discussion amongst board because often boards will say, well, how the hell would they know? Isn't that an issue? Should they? And so therefore, what do we need to change as a board to make sure that actually the key thing there is mix and match and don't do the same thing each year. And I guarantee it will make your board even more strategic and increase the value that it adds to the organisation. And then it becomes just part of the way we do things around here.